just enjoying a moment, enjoying just, little things you will miss because you're looking ahead, and that's still manifested in this new journey for me into doing my PhD.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I don't know why it's in there and it's frustrating, but again, I've got more awareness of it now.
Right.
Is my brain went, well, I want to be the best PhD student in the world. And I was like, what are you doing? That's an unrealistic expectation that will never, ever come to fruition. I think that's another thing with the ego is it puts these expectations on you that are just unachievable, or if you do achieve what the ego wants you to achieve, there'll always be something else. It'll go, it'll kind of get caught up in that, I think they call hedonistic treadmill, where there's always going to be something else and you'll constantly be running on that treadmill and you'll never be satisfied. Whereas if you take pause and say, okay, I'm just going to look for some things to enjoy today, and I can guarantee you will find something. Even if you're just sitting at home right now, you will find things today that you will enjoy if you don't allow your ego to manifest in a negative way.
Exactly. Well, and even to play on that a little bit too. So to say that I want to be the best, what did you say you want? Not best PhD.
I want to be the best, basically just the best of everything. I think whatever I do, I want to be the best at this job or this enterprise. Yeah, it's annoying, but it's nice I can see it.
It was the best, not best PhD student, but best something.
Yeah, I think it was best PhD student.
What is that even?
I don't even know.
Well, anyways, really. The point is, so the point is, right there, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
And so it's funny because even though your ego is trying to protect you, it's also setting you up for failure at the same time, which is interesting. But that's a whole other topic. But the point is, if you just one way people can deal with that, because I think a lot of people have the same thing. Obviously, we all, or not all, I gotta stop using these type of words, but many people want to be the best at whatever they're doing. They want to grow, they want to achieve something. But if you start, one way to conquer that thought, I think, is if you start breaking it down. So, and start thinking about, okay, what does it take to be a PhD student? So a PhD student, I imagine, needs to be good at working with people. A PhD student needs to be good at writing. A PhD student needs to be good at research. So if you start breaking it down and say, instead of being the best PhD student, I want to improve my writing skills. That's something you can do, and you can see that happening, and that's going to lead you to be the best PhD student. So I would just throw that out to people, that when you start having those thoughts of, I want this grandiose thing, start breaking it down into pieces of what is included in that grandiose thing, and because you're not going to get there, or you're not going to get there immediately. But maybe if you break it down into little pieces, you can get those little pieces. And all of a sudden, as you start meeting all those little goals along the way, like, oh, all of a sudden I'm a better writer, I'm better at researching now, I'm better at whatever else you do as a PhD student. I have no idea what PhD students do, so I'm just making all this up. But whatever you need to do. So as you start getting better at all those little things, all of a sudden you're going to find that your life is more meaningful, and that you're enjoying your life. You're going to be more grateful because you're meeting all these little goals along the way.
That's it, definitely. I think you can, if you break it down, like don't let yourself build up these giant, unrealistic goals, because I think, when I took away that giant pressure, I could be reading an article and really taking it in and find it incredibly exciting and interesting. I like that feeling of learning something new.
Yeah.
That's a really important thing for me, which has kind of led me to this decision. But, I'm able to enjoy it, going like, wow, this is so cool. Or it could be, geez, that was a good cup of tea. Like, I'm on fire today with my, cup of tea making. You can enjoy it. You're not,
being my cup of tea making.
I love a good cup of tea. That's something that PhD students do, I think.
Okay. Fair enough. I said I
You
don't
know,
know what they do, so I can't argue.
you guys drink a lot of tea in America?
Oh no, I mean, yes, we do drink tea. However, I don't think that it's as big of a thing as it is there. I would imagine we're more coffee
Yeah.
drinkers, probably.
You're more coffee? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's like
See,
a
this is
Starbucks on
also,
every corner.
you know, as a side venture, this is where I can learn more about America and Amanda
Yes.
can learn more about Australia.
Yes. See, I already learned a new word today, which I don't even remember what it was. But
Graduation. I love it.
right. So, anyways, back to ego. I was gonna follow that up with a thought too. Let's see here. So, what I was gonna say is too, when you break up your big ambition into smaller bite-sized pieces, your ego can't argue with you, because when you're saying I want to be the best blank, your ego's like, you're not going to be the best blank, you can't do that, you know, that all these people are so far above you already, you're never going to catch up with them. But if your ego can't argue with you if you just say I want to improve this specific skill. If you know what I mean, like your ego can't say, well, you can't improve in this skill. Like that's just not how your ego works. So that just kind of takes that side of the ego out of the equation, so that then your ego is just helping you become better instead of working against you.
Yeah,